We often look at a dog resting quietly on the rug and assume they are perfectly at ease. Did you know that nearly 3 out of 4 dogs are silently struggling with depression or anxiety? Research shows that while 75% of dogs show signs of anxiety or depression, only 36% of pet owners actually recognize these signs. Keep watching to ensure you don't become one of those unaware owners who miss their best friend's silent cries for help. This disconnect persists because we often categorize a dog that sleeps through a loud party or remains motionless during a thunderstorm as well-behaved. For many animals, this stillness is actually behavioral shutdown, a psychological defense mechanism where the dog is overwhelmed, which we mistake for relaxation. To understand this, we must look at empirical evidence. The Selenin et al. Survey of 13,715 pet dogs confirms a startling reality. 72.5% of the canine population exhibits anxiety-related behaviors. The most prevalent drivers are acute noise sensitivity and general fearfulness. These statistics are not isolated to one region. Identical high prevalence patterns have been recorded across both Finland and the UK, suggesting this is a structural issue within the modern pet-owner relationship. Scientists refer to this as an ethological mismatch. It is the result of a direct conflict between a dog's evolutionary biology and the high-stimulus, isolated environments of modern human life. To address this crisis, we can now categorize modern canine stress into 3 distinct pillars: environment, society, and contagion. Pillar 1 centers on environmental triggers, focusing primarily on the physiological impact of chronic acoustic stress. A dog's auditory system is significantly more sensitive than ours. Loud urban noises, heavy traffic, and sirens create a daily sensory overload that keeps their nervous system in a state of constant vigilance. The second pillar is social stress. Dogs are social predators evolved for pack life, yet the modern domestic routine forces them into a lifestyle of chronic isolation. In dual-income households, dogs may spend up to 10 hours a day entirely alone. This results in profound boredom and loneliness, which are primary triggers for depressive symptoms. We saw the impact of this social reliance after the pandemic lockdowns ended. When owners suddenly returned to work, veterinarians recorded a 700% spike in separation-related anxiety and behavioral issues. For a pack-oriented species, 10 hours of daily isolation creates a state of chronic hypervigilance. Anxiety becomes a physiological certainty of the environment, representing a total breakdown of the animal's core stress response system. This brings us to the most invisible driver of stress: emotional contagion. Because dogs have lived alongside humans for millennia, they have evolved a neurobiological mirroring effect. They are biologically tuned to absorb and reflect the emotional states of their owners. When a human experiences chronic anxiety, researchers measure a corresponding rise in the dog's cortisol levels. Our internal stress literally becomes their physiological burden. This transfer often results in lethargy or digestive issues that owners mistake for purely physical ailments, because most diagnostic tools focus on the dog while ignoring the human's emotional state. Regulating a dog's anxiety often requires the owner to first examine and regulate the emotional environment of the household itself. We can translate these invisible causes into 5 observable daily symptoms that are frequently overlooked. Symptom 1 is apathy. This is a very uncharacteristic loss of interest in things that have previously brought them joy, such as favorite toys, games, or basic family interaction. Symptom 2 is hypersomnia. While dogs sleep often, sleeping significantly more than their established biological baseline is a major warning sign of emotional withdrawal or depression. We often misdiagnose this excess sleep as a sign of a calm pet, when it may actually be a symptom of a dog struggling to find the energy to interact with its environment. Symptom 3 is dietary shifts, a sudden refusal to eat or stress-induced binge eating. Symptom 4 is evasion, shying away from other dogs, hiding under the living room furniture, or actively avoiding eye contact. Symptom 5 is obsessive behaviors, repetitive scratching, licking, or tail chasing. These actions are biological signals. Rather than viewing them as bad habits, we must firmly recognize them as the body's physical attempt to regulate a nervous system overwhelmed by chronic emotional distress. Identifying the problem is the first step toward implementing actionable protocols to mitigate this environmental crisis. Protocol 1 is the creation of a safe zone. To counter environmental overstimulation, dogs need a dedicated, low-traffic area that functions as a psychological sanctuary. This zone should include a hut or tent-style bed to provide a sense of enclosure, familiar scents, and sound-dampening materials to block out urban noise. Protocol 2 addresses separation anxiety. You can desensitize your dog to departure cues by casually picking up your keys or putting on shoes multiple times a day without actually leaving the house. Additionally, maintaining a strict, predictable schedule for feeding and walking provides the structural certainty required to lower a dog's baseline cortisol levels. Protocol 3 is enriched socialization. We must combat isolation by providing safe, supervised pack interactions, such as controlled playdates or reputable daycare environments. Consistent structure and the availability of a dedicated safe space are the most effective tools for reducing chronic environmental stress. Protocol 4 is fighting boredom by engaging in structured mental and physical exercises designed to prevent cognitive decline. True enrichment must be tailored to specific breed archetypes. A dog's mental health is tied to its ability to perform tasks it was bred for. Working and herding breeds require complex, task-oriented play and high-intensity physical exertion to satisfy their biological drive for problem-solving. Hounds and sporting breeds thrive on scent-tracking games, often called nose work, as well as structured retrieval exercises that mimic their historical purpose. Companion breeds benefit most from trick training and interactive puzzle feeders that allow them to work for food while remaining in close proximity to their owner. High-quality canine welfare requires us to move past generic care and embrace ethologically matched enrichment that treats the dog's mind as seriously as its body. Please like and subscribe to this channel to help us educate more owners about canine mental well-being. Now, I want to hear from you. Does your dog show any of these hidden signs of stress? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.